About 7 years ago, I kind of had like a midlife crisis. Felt like I was self-destructing.
So basically the alkaline diet, for me, I feel like that's like the boss level, like the next level.
How they take it is not up to me, but it's like, I'm gonna tell them what it is anyways. It helps with cognitive function. You'll be able to remember your dreams and you'll have better cognitive function, trust me.
All right, guys, welcome back to Nid Talks. We got, I call you Jrock. I don't know what you go by.
Yeah, you can call me Jrock.
Jrock.
Hey guys, yeah, I go by Jrock. Page called Alkaline Inner Healing. So came on here to talk about the alkaline diet and lifestyle. And thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, I've known Jrock for probably half my life, I think, since I was like 16. Played basketball. Yeah, we used to cook mans on the court, and now he's going to teach me how to cook in real life. On this episode, we're going to talk about the alkaline diet. Obviously, everyone, my audience knows I'm vegan. I went from eating meat like 6 years ago to veggie to vegan. But for me, it was for animals, like animal cruelty. Like, I don't want to kill animals for my food.
Yeah, that's amusing to me because now I'm realizing people go vegan for two reasons. It's either the animal cruelty part of it or like the health part of it, trying to be healthier, exactly. Which is what I did, right?
The health side.
Yeah, but then when I was doing it, I realized like, okay, you know what? There's a whole nother level of it. You're not gonna wear like, you know, the boycott, like kind of goose boycott. Yeah. Like it's like the whole community of like animal cruelty. Yeah. So it's more than just the diet and food. I didn't do it for that. Yeah. I did it more so like because of like I was trying to find a healthier way of living. So that was the reason why I decided to go vegan. Yeah. About 7 years ago.
So basically the alkaline diet, for me, I feel like that's like the boss level, like the next level. I've always looked into it. I looked into it for a long time. But for me, it was just like, I didn't know where to start. So this is the alkaline expert. I can call you an expert.
Yeah, you can call me an expert. For, you know, I know a lot. I've been doing my research. So I think like anybody who knows more than me, like I'm willing to learn because I'm always going to be learning. But I feel like I do know a lot more than everybody around me unless someone comes out or, you know, hits you up and be like, you know, challenges things or, you know, tells us more so we can continue learning.
I know if you guys like talk to your parents and stuff, and I think it's pretty bad, to be honest, like overall.
It started for me, like when I started going vegan, I started going to my mom and my dad. In the beginning, the conversations were very like biased and one-sided and they weren't open to anything I was doing. They're like, you can't just change all of a sudden. You can't, you grew up like this, right? You like, you know, they were older. So it was like, okay, I'm like, let me just try to be as kind as possible and just tell them like, I'm appa, like, you know, like it's not good for you. But it was hard for them because it's like, this is what they grew up on. I'm like, there's a lot of stuff here that you're disregarding that's growing natural in our environment. And you know, ever since we came to Canada, it's kind of, they've taken us out of our element. Over the 7 years we grew and they kind of like said, okay, our son is changing. When I lost a lot of weight, my mom's like, oh, you know, you look too skinny. And when I gained weight, oh, you know, you look too big, right? So I was like, okay, you know what? As long as like they're gonna be the parents they are, but I realized like, okay, you know what? I have to teach them too. How they take it is not up to me, but it's like I'm gonna tell them what it is, anyways.
Even when I went vegan, like I feel like people in my house, like my mom, and my dad, like they don't eat as much meat. Yeah. Maybe because they used to make it for me all the time, and now it's kind of like so. Obviously, you could have that influence, like with your parents. And I think what people learn today, they should take it to them. Because like obviously you want your parents to be healthy and like live as long as they can.
100%, man.
And be healthy while living, not just like live forever, but like be healthy, you know? So what inspired you to start following a alkaline diet?
I would have to say like my research, kind of doctoring myself. About 7 years ago, I kind of had like a midlife crisis. I gained weight. I stopped playing ball, stopped being active, and like got a little stressed out with my job and felt like I was self-destructing. So I was like, I got to change something. So I was like, I got to live healthier. Let me look at the food. Like, let me address my diet. So then I started researching on like how I can eat healthier and do better. I started researching on YouTube and I came across a guy named Dr. Sebi. His name is Alfredo Bowman. He was addressing the diet. So he was saying like, you know, you got to be on an alkaline diet instead of like a mucusless diet. So like don't eat things that create mucus in your body or create like an acid reflux, like or chemicals basically. And He was talking about like what's natural, what's wild versus like GMO and man-made. So I started researching him. He has a nutritional guide where he gives you things that are alkaline or like close to like a high pH of 7.1, like natural. So like I tried to start following that diet, seeing him curing people and actually healing of like diseases that you go to your doctor.
And for me, that's like one of the reasons I went vegan and started looking into like health. And speaking of that, actually, we should probably do a little quick disclaimer real quick.
Oh, yeah. So anything like, you know, what I'm saying or the dude's saying or referring to is like, it's not medical advice whatsoever. I'm not a doctor, so you could see a practitioner for whatever illnesses or diseases you have. This is...
Thought we're getting them not to do that.
Yeah, so no, you could do that. But this is for like entertainment and educational purposes only. Yeah, this is just for you to keep an open mind and also to just having a holistic, naturopathic like kind of approach. That's all that I'm trying to do.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things that people would want to know is like how your health has changed since like, I guess making the switch to alkaline diet. What are like some of the main things like you felt like changed?
Brother, the main thing, like I'm gonna be raw, is like the odor, like my body odor. I wasn't wearing deodorant at home. I wore deodorant when I go out, but I try to get natural deodorant, things that with less chemicals. I was also like being health conscious of what I put on my skin because I realized like these chemicals like go into your bloodstream and like kind of impact you as well. I felt less moody. I was able to like be more calm. I was more patient, more tolerant. My skin got more clear. And I also, I lost a lot of weight. When you lose a lot of weight, like you're more like mobile.
Yeah.
Like, you know, flexible.
Yeah. Misconceptions about alkaline diet. Obviously, me being vegan, I've heard everything. Not enough protein, you know, you don't get this, that. You need stuff from animals and then from their side, they live their whole life eating animals and it's just like a part of the process. And I'm not gonna go into like that whole debate because I think there's a rebuttal to every single thing that they say. For me, honestly, going vegan, I feel way better. I feel like I get sick less. I used to get sick all the time. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but obviously like in general, I feel better. Like morally, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. Alkaline diet for me is the next step.
I would say like, if you take the herbs, you can heal.
Yeah.
But like, you can't like cheat yourself. Like you can't take the herbs and heal if you're still eating chicken and drinking beer and smoking and doing all these things, right?
For sure. When I went from meat to veggie, I did it overnight.
Yeah.
And I went from veggie to vegan, I did it overnight. When you teach some of this, do you hope they do it
overnight?
Yeah, like is that like, yo,
No, you know why? Because like this is not taught in school, it's not taught by our parents and none of our friends are on it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like waking up, it's gonna be like hard because it's like you gotta educate yourself until you can sustain it. Like you gotta, like I go to like maybe 4 different stores, plus I order online to get like my full like grocery shopping. You know what I mean? So like when you start it, it's like you gotta get the information. Okay, I can't eat this, I can eat this. I can't put this spice, I can use this spice. And then you gotta be like, okay, where can I go get this from? Right? So once you get all of that, and then like your fridge and your cabinets, your pantry and everything is filled with those stuff, then you can be like, okay, now I can like go overnight.
Yeah. Staple ingredients in an alkaline kitchen. For me, from hearing, like I know sea moss.
100%, man. Sea moss, you know, the Chandra's, there's Chandra's crispus. So this is they call it Irish moss as well, like the purple sea moss. I get it imported from Peru.
And this comes from the sea.
Yeah, it comes from the sea. It's a sea vegetable, right? And it has 92 of the 102 minerals that the body consists of. So sea moss, guys. This is the big trend going on. Make sure you get the real deal spiel. It has to be attached to the rocks. It can't be pool grown. And make sure, right? You guys, when you're buying it, you should buy it like raw, in my opinion, and don't get the stuff that's mixed with fruits and sold to you. In my opinion, make it yourself. Buy it raw, make it yourself. I probably sell it for the lowest prices out here because I'm not trying to kill people off of this stuff. Like I have lots of it and I'm trying to make it available at a cheap price and it's so beneficial. My kids have it, I have it every single day. You can put it in smoothies, soups, you can take scoops of it. It's really, really good for bones, like your bones. It'll rebuild your cartilages, gives you a lot of minerals that your body needs.
Yeah, that's one thing I looked into. Like when I heard the 92 out of 102 minerals, I was like, I need to really get on this stuff. And then you talked about another one. Is that this one?
Yeah, so that was the purple one. So that's the Chandra's crispus. It's imported from Peru. And this is the other sea moss. It's the golden purple sea moss. So this is coming from Honduras, right? So that's how that looks.
Where's that from?
Yeah, Peru. It's imported from Peru. This is imported from Honduras.
So it smells like the sea.
Yeah, it smells like the sea. You see the rocks there? So you got to see it attached to the rock. It can be salty and gummy and thick, right? That's the fake stuff. That's the pool-grown stuff. Stay away from that. Don't get fooled, right? So identifying what real sea moss is very important. Incorporating this in your diet every day, you guys won't be getting sick and you'll be thankful that you started taking this stuff. And honestly, if you have a heartburn and you take a scoop of this, you'll start, what do they take, Tums?
Tums, yeah.
Tums, right?
Yeah.
Don't take the Tums. Take a scoop of sea moss. I'm telling you, it'll soothe your pain. People use this as like, like your skin, like, you know how women use the, how they put face mask and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could rub this on your skin and stuff. It's good for your skin.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
It's like a little cure for like a lot of things.
A lot of things, man. And then people who have thyroid issue, this has a lot of iodine. And the thyroid pills that you're taking, if you look at the ingredients in it, it's lack of iodine. So it's an iodine deficiency. This is filled with iodine. So I'm not telling you to come off your pills, but I'm telling you to also, start taking this. And then eventually, if it's regulating, because some people, there's two types of thyroid, the way it impacts you. But this right here, like this can absolutely help your thyroid stay balanced. And if you take this every day.
You want to talk about some of the other stuff you have here?
Yeah. What's crucial here is like the sarsaparilla. The sarsaparilla is a root. I have some from Honduras and I have some from Jamaica. This one that I have here right now, these are like roots, right? And basically, this has the most iron in it. So this is the plant that's richest in iron, the sarsaparilla root. Sarsaparilla. Anemic, if you're anemic, don't go to the doctor and get those iron pills. They prescribe iron oxide. This is iron phosphate, right? That's the difference.
It's natural.
So, yeah, it's natural. This is what God has given us for iron. This was here before me. It's going to be here after me. So,
good point.
And
when he says don't go, what he means is if you choose not to go. He's not telling you not to go.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, one more before we go. This is the natural. This is nature's chemotherapy, right? Which is soursop leaves, right? And the tree bears a fruit called soursop itself. So if you don't want cancer, or if you have any type of cancer, any stage, whatever you're in, the fonio grain. Instead of the sodo and patapu every day, we should get on the fonio, guys. The fonio, wild rice, quinoa. This is the most ancient grain in the world, fonio, right? A lot of iron, omega, fiber. Research it. I will be selling this in the near future, waiting for a supply so I can bring it to, a niche market where I feel like it's needed. This is batana oil. This is what we were talking about the hair, right? It smells like coffee. This is how it looks on the inside. The real deal, straight from Honduras. And this is good for like blemishes, scars. It smooths it out. Good for growing your hair. You can use it as lip balm. You can use it for lotion. Your hair darkens your hair, grows your hair. And I also use this shampoo, which is from my brother Victor Bowman, which we're gonna be providing soon as well. It's rosemary, batana, olive oil, ortiga, chaparral, nopal, coconut oil, and avocado oil, right? So this is a hair oil. So which is all natural ingredients, no chemicals, things that right? That's not gonna harm you or destroy you. It's gonna aid you and help you. And then finally, we got that miracle liquid, which is the Jimarito honey. Also, you got the Melopina honey, depending on which region of Mexico or Honduras or Colombia it comes from the Amazon. It's anti-aging, antimicrobial, digestive issues, treats cataracts, eye issues, can possibly restore your eyesight, source of B12, and it helps with ear infections. You can put it in your eyes. It helps with cataracts and glaucoma, helps with your vision. It takes the mucus out of your eyes, and it's food for your brain because it goes through your eyes into your brain. It helps with cognitive function, and it protects your DNA. You'll be able to remember your dreams, and you have better cognitive function. Trust me. You can also drink it too. You can put it in your teas, coffees, not coffee, we don't, dandelion coffee. But yeah, Jimarito honey. The advice I have for anyone that's trying to go alkaline, it's gonna be hard at first because if you don't have a support system around you, like no one's gonna be like encouraging you or like believing in it because they're so brainwashed. And you shouldn't tell anybody what you're doing. You should just kind of like follow people on the Instagram or social media that's like positively doing things and like showing you the ways and reaching out to people. Honestly, try to look at all the videos of Dr. Sebi on YouTube of his interviews and just take notes. Check out guys like Victor Bowman. Check out Ekong, Eat to Live, Not to Die. Those are, and Crush Foster. Those are like solid people in the alkaline community that promote like the right knowledge.
I think that's like important that you gave some names as well, because that's the hardest part. Like, who's the right people?
Oh yeah, I went through a lot to find the right person. Like Mr. G is the one that videotaped Dr. Sebi in his last few years of going and doing seminars. Some of the books that I read a lot of books. So that was this book, and he wrote a book, My Journey with Dr. Sebi, right? So I bought this book because I was like, who's recording this? And it was like him. So Abelardo, Mr. G. Guerrero Jr. So I read his book, and then I reached out to him, and he replied to me, and he put me on to the people that he thinks are like still carrying on his legacy in the right way without manipulating people for profits and money. Read up on Arnold Ehret. It's a doctor, a professor actually. He wrote a book called Mucusless Diet Healing System, Scientific Method of Eating Your Way to Health. There's another book I read. That's a good book to read. This is my current read right now. His name is Ali Zatiri. You can check him out on Instagram too, Ali Zatiri. He just released a book called Cancer is Not a Disease, it is a Symptom. I'm about a quarter way in it, and it's like mind-boggling. And then I got to meet some of these guys too. I traveled to try to meet these guys because I really wanted to like tap in and learn from them because I learned from them. So things I'm passing on to you is like learning from these guys. So his name is Ekong, and he's got a business called Eat to Live, Not to Die. And like he's met Dr. Sebi and went to Usha Village and things like that. So he's got a lot of good books and got a lot of good products that teach you about the diet. I'm gonna leave one of these books for you. Yeah. So and then he's got his wife Matulu. So it's called Kuku Matulu. So if you want some alkaline recipes that are like high in flavors and things like that, check out that book. I got mine releasing soon. And here's Hidden Facts in Health Nutrition, Eat to Live, Not to Die by Ekong as well. These are some books that I've read, and I got other books too, but these are some that I would say are like, if you want to get in to the alkaline community and wanted to research.
Yeah, as I said before, we're gonna do another episode where we kind of make some food.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, for me, I'm gonna try to really look into this diet and do more research and just learn more. And I just want to be the best version of myself, really. So if this is what the next step is, then it is what it is. Kind of keep evolving. I think don't stay stationary. And yeah, anything else you want to add in there?
No, man, I appreciate you having me. And like, bringing awareness to our community and whoever wants to listen. But it's just like, I feel like, growing up in a South, like a Tamil household, the staple food like was parapu, rice, maybe kita, sodi, and like some sort of meat, right? Every single day. I respect my family and my upbringing, but it's like, if we can eat that every day, we can eat this stuff every day, right? And it's healthier for you, right? And then I feel like we'll have a healthier generation because our parents' generation was different than this generation coming up, right? They might have had more sunlight. They might have been more barefoot. They might have been healthier. So us growing up here, like with the 4 seasons and stuff, I think like the diet really is very, very important because I feel like if you want to be the best version of yourself, you got to eat the best foods. And doesn't mean the best Wagyu.
The best foods right here.
The best foods, man. I'm telling you, if you have brain fog or like, if you have your anxiety, if you have like depression, or if you guys have joint pain, this right here is serious with the soursop leaf. If you want to grow your hair, he's holding the batana oil. If you want to cure your vision, we got the Jimarito. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of things that God has put here for us to really look into and heal ourselves. So Alkaline Inner Healing with Nadoon. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Got you.
Respect.
Yeah, honestly, check out his Instagram. We're going to tag it at the top. If you're serious about being serious, really. Because, like times are crazy right now. World's crazy, but if you can heal yourself, I think that's what you got to do. So obviously, none of this is
medical advice.
Medical advice.
It's just entertainment and educational purpose only.
Yeah, you already know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section if you have anything to say. If you have any questions for him, he'll be in the comment section as well, responding. And yeah, check out the Instagram videos and all that, and we'll catch you on the next one. And then we'll catch you on the next one when he's here as well to make some alkaline foods.